So this is what I consider to be the perfect resto mod job, where there are no clues as to what's going on internally with this thing. Now this is a 1974 Panasonic TNT 8-track player. It is called the TNT because it looks like a TNT ignition box. And yeah, I mean, it's just too iconic. You don't want to be drilling holes in it. You don't want to be really doing anything that's going to modify it. So what I do is I take a look at the functions of it. Now all we really have is a volume control and a track change switch. There's also this extra feature that I believe is in case it's going to fall on the ground, that it locks as long as it's up, but if it's pushed down a little bit and turned, it has the ability to rotate. So I looked at that as one more way of movement that we can add some control. So let me go ahead and just demonstrate first of all. I've got a couple of 8-tracks here. We will try the Association's Greatest Hits, and this is I'm going to be very quick and twitchy with the playing of music because you know how it goes, copyright strikes and all that stuff, so it's going to be a little bit annoying, but I'll try to my best here. So to get the player to work, so there it is. So the most important thing to pay attention to here is if I lower the volume, you can hear the tape and the motor running. Just pop in another 8-track. This is something I did in the late 90s because I'm absolutely ridiculous and I was obsessed with 8-track, or obsolete formats I should say. So this is a Chemical Brothers recording I made, just a regular 8-track. Just a regular 8-track. So here's the special 8-track, and this is special because it's not because it's actually internally special, it's just because it's got this one little notch that you'll notice I cut out is not on the other 8-tracks. And this lets the 8-track player know that I've inserted this specific one. Now I plan on making a sort of a label for it that would look period authentic, saying Panasonic or National, because that's what Panasonic's called in Japan, National. Bluetooth module, adapter, maybe give it a fake model number or something. But when I push this 8-track in, hard to do one-handed. Oh, hold on. You'll notice you don't hear the motor. Again, there's no motor. I'm gonna lower that really low so that I can let it ride. So what we have happening here if I want to pause, I can rotate this way. If I want to start playback again, I can rotate this way. If I want to restart the track, I just rotate. If I want to go back a previous track, I rotate twice. We've already said. So essentially, you have to still use an 8-track to use this. You have to use the original controls to trigger music changes, and you also have obviously the added ability of going back and forth. So this 8-track player works completely as intended. I think this is a much more interesting looking Bluetooth speaker than most things that they make today. Doesn't sound very good. I am using the original speaker and the original amplifier that was in this thing, so I guess there's some authenticity there. I might go ahead and upgrade that someday, but right now I'm enjoying it. And it's really fun to hit that, to go ahead and just hit that plunger. It's pretty fun. It's just like, next. So to pair with another device, and I always get this messed up because if I do this the wrong way, I'm going to turn the Bluetooth module off inside. If I want to pair to another device, I hit down and rotate, and I've just put it in pairing mode. As you can see, if I can get this to focus, come on, focus. It is disconnected. It is no longer connected to Bluetooth. So I turn on the tablet. Where's the Bluetooth? Connect to the Panasonic TNT. And it just connected. So here's the other cool part of this. If I hold down the plunger for more than a second or two, I'll get a Google search voice prompt. Play the Charmels on Spotify.
All right.
So there it's playing. I can do other searches as well. So this is a favorite sample of mine. It's the original to a song, what is it, Cream by the Wu-Tang Clan. So let's listen to that. Play Cream by the Wu-Tang Clan on YouTube.
Playing music.
Well, I'm not sure why that's not auto-playing, but normally it does.
No question, I will flow off and try to get the dough off. Sticking up right boys on board. My life got no better. Same damn low sweater. Times is rough and tough.
Play Disco Inferno by the Tramps. This is more authentic to the Panasonic 8-track. So we can also ask questions because it is Google Voice. When did disco music die?
According to Wikipedia, July 12, 1979 became known as the day disco died because of Disco Demolition Night.
So you can see that's pretty cool. You can ask it questions. What is the weather today?
Today's forecast for Canandaigua, NY is 40 degrees with showers.
This even works with the screen off, so you can have your device put away, or if it's the phone in your pocket, you've got an internet connection, and you want to travel to the beach like some idiot hipster.
And I can now sit in the garden listening to 8 tracks like some kind of hipster idiot.
You can I've even put a microphone in here so you can make phone calls through this thing. It acts just like a Bluetooth speaker, so it's got obviously the speaker, which you've been hearing, but it's also got a microphone in here, so I can even send text messages. And do I dare give a demonstration of that? I guess I'll go for it. Put it back into pairing mode, switch over to the phone. Panasonic TNT, and we're connected. So let's see. Text my wife, hey, what's going on, question mark. I'm texting you from the Panasonic 8-track.
Got it. You want to send this text or change it?
Send.
Okay. Message sent.
I'm going to have to blur that out, obviously, but it just sent a text message. And it actually used the microphone from the 8-track. Really no point in throwing the phone across the room just to demonstrate that it does come through the mic. But it does indeed, so you can make phone calls like some idiot hipster through an 8-track player.
Like some kind of hipster idiot.
So I'm going to go ahead and open this thing up now. And I'm going to show you what's going on. Now, this is a very crudely put together deal. I'm never really completely done with what I do. But I'll just go ahead and open it up. It's pretty bad, but it works. It's kind of like the CRT television, if you remember. Well, I don't have it up here, but it's not finished. It's pretty rough inside. So I'll show you as much as I can without actually ripping this thing completely apart, because I'll explain. So here's the little Bluetooth module right here, and what this really is a soundbot. What is this thing? This is a SB360. Notice it has a play pause button, a previous, and a forward button. It is also hands-free talking, so it's got a built-in microphone. And that's what it looks like when it's out of its case. This one is going to be going in here, which is going to be a video I'm going to try to film in entirety today. So this is where audio is coming out. I have a mono mix down, so 2 resistors, and it's just tapping. When I say crudely, this is what I'm talking about, because this is really what happens is I'm just testing things and then it works, and I don't need to impress really anybody by opening this, but now I'm showing it to you know, thousands of people. But it's just tapped into the volume control, which goes into the amplifier and then out to the speaker. I've also got the microphone drilled in there. Where is it? It's hard to even find. It's in one of those holes and it's undetectable. So judging where that is, I can't even tell where I put that microphone, but it's in there somewhere. This is where the real magic is. When I hit the plunger down, you can see it hits that micro switch. So that's your play pause, which is going up and around and underneath somewhere. Oh, it's coming out the bottom here, and it's tapping into the play pause button right here. That's how that's working. And then the plungers up here, I forget how to take this off easily. It's been a couple months, actually. Okay. So there's 2 more switches that I added. You can see them right there, in there, epoxied in there. And you can see if I twist, so that's how that's working. They're both glued together. Let's get a little more light here. Let's see. And you can see these little epoxy nubs that I created there. I did that just by taping a little mold and then pouring epoxy in there, and it's looking pretty ugly, but I put grease on it because I didn't want it to. So you can see, if I rotate that way, it hits the upper switch. If I rotate this way, it triggers the lower switch. I think you get the point there. I think you can see how that's working. And the nub comes by, hits it that way. So it was important to me to not modify or drill holes into this thing. I mean, I don't know how much longer Bluetooth's going to be popular. This is something that I want to look completely original 30 years from now. All of this is removable. That epoxy on the plunger comes right off. All this stuff will come right off. It's here's the other switch here. So you can see if I put a normal 8-track in, you can see this switch right here. I don't know if that light's messing us up. Yeah, it's kind of messing us up, so I'll turn that back off. You can see when I put a normal 8-track in, you hear that clicking? That actually powers on the motor, and it disconnects the Bluetooth power. So I'm going to go ahead and put some batteries back in this thing. So if I put a normal 8-track in, really tough to do that one-handed. That switch, and if I put the Bluetooth 8-track in, you'll notice that it will not hit the switch. I think I can even hit, yeah.
It's gone.
So that's play, pause. Next, I will hit the plunger. Not sure why it's doing that. Oh, it's just Spotify because I have a... Do I have this one? That's why. So that's how that's working. And when we continue this video, well, not this specific video, but when you see this concept revisited next, we're going to be doing it on this NASA looking 1966 alarm clock radio. And again, I will not be harming that vintage aesthetic or case by drilling holes for buttons on devices that will be obsolete. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the tutorial on how to do this Bluetooth deal on a radio, or you can do it with whatever you want, on the 1966 Panasonic clock radio.